17th, 2025 meeting of the Vandalia City Council to order. We'll begin with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Council, we met in executive session regarding a personnel issue. We need to make a motion to amend tonight's meeting agenda to include Resolution 25R-18, a resolution approving an agreement with the Teamsters Local Union number 957. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Councilmember Lewis, seconded by Councilmember Farst. Ms. McHenry?
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Farst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Okay, and the motion passes 5-0. That brings us to approval of minutes. Council, you've received our council study session minutes from February the 3rd, 2025, and our council meeting minutes from the same date. Are there any questions or corrections?
That I have.
Okay, those will stand approved. And that brings us to communications, petitions, and awards. And we have a couple this evening. Mr. Allhouse.
Thank you. First of all, we have our introduction oath of office for our newest police officer that's joining the Vandalia Division of Police, and that is Officer Kelsey Burmeister. So Kelsey, if you want to stand, and you can come up to the podium while I read your bio, and then I'll come down and administer the oath of office to you. So Officer Burmeister reported for duty on Monday, February 24th, 2025, when she began her initial orientation and field training. Kelsey graduated in 2021 from Botkins High School, and then she enrolled in University of Toledo, where she will graduate in May with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. As part of her program at Toledo, she graduated from Owen State Community College Police Academy in December of 2024. She also completed a cold case internship program with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office in Michigan. She currently resides with her family, who are here tonight, in Botkins, and her father is a retired police officer with Sidney Police Department. So she comes from a good family. I'll just mention before I come down there, so interestingly enough, about a year ago this month, I received an email at work one day from, which I commonly receive from candidates interested in seeking police officer positions with the city of Vandalia. And I could tell from the email that this was a bright, intellectual young lady who was truly seeking and desired a department where she could strive and do a great job and had certain interests. The questions she asked, the information she shared was very interesting, and I could tell she had a vivid interest here. So we're glad that you selected Vandalia and that you're here to join us. So I'll come down and administer your oath of office. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Kelsey Burmeister,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and of the state of Ohio,
that I will, in all respects,
that I will, in all respects,
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and ordinances of the city of Vandalia,
and ordinances of the city of Vandalia,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of police officer
the duties of the office of police officer
within the Division of Police.
within the Division of Police.
Congratulations. And I would welcome any of her family that want to come up here. We're going to grab a couple pictures in front of the screen, and we want to congratulate her. It's always great to see all the family support that's here, and I want to also thank all the members of the police department that are here to support Kelsey. Secondly, tonight we have the introduction and oath of office for Fire Captain Rich Moret. Rich, I'll let you step up to the podium here. So Rich started with the Division of Fire as a full-time community risk reduction coordinator in January of 2024. Rich is a graduate of Troy High School and has been involved with the fire service since 1996. Rich has worked at other departments over the years, such as Casstown, Riverside, Bethel in Miami, and Harrison Township Fire Departments, where he's also held ranking positions of lieutenant and assistant chief. Rich has also held roles with Premier Health and Wilson Health as an EMS coordinator. In his spare time, Rich enjoys spending time with his wife Amber, kids, grandkids, and beloved 3 Yorkies. Most recently, Rich was the 2024 recipient of the Division of Fire's Meritorious Service Medal Award. Rich delivers top-tier service and will continue to be an asset as he moves into his new role as fire captain with the Division of Fire. So congratulations, Rich, and we'll be down to administer your oath. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Rich Moret,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and of the state of Ohio,
that I will in all respects
that I will in all respects
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and ordinances of the city of Vandalia,
and ordinances of the city of Vandalia,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of Fire Captain
the duties of the office of Fire Captain
within the Division of Fire.
within the Division of Fire.
Congratulations. Great job. And then we'll have you sign your oath. Congratulations, Rich. And thank you to all the members from the Division of Fire who attended to support him tonight.
And those that don't want to stay for the rest of the meeting can step out now if they'd like. See you. Okay, we do not have any public hearing this evening, so that brings us to comments from interested citizens. At this time, we welcome comments from interested citizens. As you come to the podium, please clearly state your name and address for the record. We further ask that those who speak to please follow etiquette of communicating with respect to others, and as a courtesy, please stay on topic with your statements while you address council. A reminder, this is not a forum for arguments. In an effort to give all citizens an opportunity to express their thoughts and concerns, we ask you to keep your comments as brief as possible. Does anyone wish to speak this evening? All right, seeing none. City Manager's report, Mr. Althouse.
Thank you. We have two items to cover tonight, two informational items. First one is income tax assistance with extended hours. So the Income Tax Division will be open Saturday, April 5th from 8 a.m. to noon, and again on Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to noon. On Monday, April 14th, the Tax Division will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Tuesday, April 15th, from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. The tax office staff will be available to assist taxpayers in the preparation of city income tax returns. The deadline for filing is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. The second item is regarding electronic income tax filing. Income tax returns for Vandalia and Brookville can be completed electronically using the city tax online preparation tool. The online tool is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions, and can be accessed through the city's website, which is www.vandaliaohio.org. If a taxpayer does not have access to the internet, they are instructed to contact the tax office to receive a form.
All right, thank you. We have no action items this evening, nor do we have any old business, so that brings us to resolutions. The first being Resolution 25R16. Ms. McHenry, by title only, please.
25-R-16, a resolution authorizing the purchase of 14 Panasonic mobile data terminals and related equipment requested by the IT department from CDWG LLC and government procurement contract pricing amounts totaling $67,573.14.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you. The Vandalia Division of Police relies on ruggedized mobile data terminals, MDTs, in patrol vehicles to access critical resources such as maps, dispatch data, report writing, and dash cameras. The current Panasonic CF-31 Toughbooks have reached the end of their service life and are not compatible with the current version of Microsoft Windows, which is required for CJIS compliance. The IT department obtained a quote from CDWG for new Panasonic FZ-40 Toughbooks and docking stations using the cooperative purchasing pricing through the Sourcewell contract. The Division of Police budgeted $67,600 for the equipment upgrade. IT Manager Davey is recommending that council waive formal bidding and approve the purchase of the police mobile data terminal upgrade from CDWG at the Sourcewell cooperative purchasing price of $67,573.14.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 25R16 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Fairst, seconded by Councilmember Dugan to approve Resolution 25R-16. Ms. McHenry?
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follett,
Yes, and the motion passes 5-0. Next brings us to Resolution 25R-17. Ms. McHenry, by title only.
25-R-17, a resolution awarding the bid for asphaltic concrete requested by the Public Works Division to Valley Asphalt Corporation in the amount of $82 ton for Type 2 asphalt and $88 a ton for Type 1 asphalt as the lowest and best bid.
Thank you, Mr. Allhouse.
Bids were publicly opened for the asphaltic concrete purchase on Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Two suppliers submitted bids for the purchase of asphalt. The asphalt to be purchased will be used by the Public Works Division to patch and make repairs, including utility repair holes such as water main breaks, and resurface Castle Hills Golf Course cart paths for the Parks and Recreation Department. Director Borton recommends awarding the bid to Valley Asphalt Corporation as the lowest and best bid at their bid prices of $82 a ton for Type 2 base asphalt and $88 a ton for Type 1 surface asphalt.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Mayor, I'll move we approve resolution 25R17 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Lewis, seconded by Councilmember Fairst to approve Resolution 25R-17. Any questions? Ms. McHenry?
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follett,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. And we have one last resolution, Resolution 25R-18. Ms. McHenry, by title only.
25-R-18, a resolution approving an agreement with the Teamsters Local Union Number 957.
Okay, Mr. Allhouse.
So we received notification in the city manager's office that the public works employees who are represented by Teamsters Local Union 957 had approved a proposed contract with the city of Vandalia. This contract would take effect on March 31st, 2025, and the details of those contracts were covered during our executive session earlier this evening.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 25-R-18 as presented.
Second.
Been moved by Councilmember Fairst, seconded by Councilmember Lewis to approve Resolution 25R-18. Any questions or comments? Ms. McHenry, the roll, please.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follett,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
And the motion passes 5-0. We have no ordinances in the first reading or the second reading, nor do we have any emergency ordinances. So that brings us to reports from boards and commissions. And we have 2 items. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you. The first item from boards and commissions is a variance under the Board of Zoning Appeals BZA 25-0001. This is a request for chickens at 995 Forest View Court. The applicant, Caitlin Coral, has requested a variance to have 5 chickens on less than 2.5 acres of land for the property located at 995 Forest View Court. The proposal involves having 5 chickens on 0.34 acres of land. On February 26, 2025, the Board of Zoning Appeals voted 3-2 to recommend approval with 3 conditions.
All right, thank you. Is there a pleasure of council?
I'm trying to figure out how to say this because we're supposed to vote. Recommend denial? Is that right? Okay.
You can put it on there to deny.
I would like to recommend denial of BZA 25-001. And the reason for this is I do not believe that it meets the conditions of something that is exponential or that would meet the criteria for the zoning of appeals. I think that we would need something different than just the positions that were laid out to us, and that this would set a bad standard for approving.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or discussion?
The only comment I have is, after we take our vote, I would like to see us revisit this provision. I think we did it a number of years ago under, the environment was certainly different. I'm not saying it needs to be less or more restrictive, but I do believe that we need to revisit it to find maybe exceptions to what we have initially have in our code, and maybe it be a little less onerous for people to have them. But in this particular instance, I agree that while it seems worthy, none of the exceptions or reasons given fall under our code, and we're doing it in retrospect, not in advance of a request for, and for those reasons, I'll be voting to deny.
I'll just restate my opinion from the study session last time would be, I think this is something that we probably have to have staff revisit. Maybe, I don't know how full our spring workshop agenda is getting, but it might be something that they could have some information for us to consider at that workshop about potential revisions to the code.
And I agree with you, we can look at it, but the difference between what our code says and what's being requested is extreme.
Substantial, yeah, it's a substantial request. So, any other questions or comments? Okay, so the motion on the table is a motion to deny BZA 25-001 at 995 Forest View Court. Ms. McHenry, the roll call, please.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follett,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Okay, the motion to deny passes 5-0. And the second item is BZA 25-0002, maximum building sign area at 780 Northwoods Boulevard. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you. The applicant, Atlantic Sign Company, on behalf of Kroger, has requested a variance to exceed the maximum building sign area for the property located at 780 Northwoods Boulevard. The proposal involves allowing 327.58 square feet of signage on the primary facade of the building, where the maximum sign area allowed is 250 square feet. On February 26, 2025, the Board of Zoning Appeals voted 5-0 to recommend approval.
Is there a motion?
Your Honor, move that we approve BZA 25-0002 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Lewis, seconded by Councilmember Dugan to approve BZA 25-002 as recommended by the Board of Zoning Appeals. Any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Councilmember Follett,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
All right, the motion passes 5-0. We have in front of us the civil service minutes from September 12th, 2024, the civil service minutes from November 1st, 2024, and the civil service minutes from February 12th, 2025, as well as the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board minutes from February 19th, 2025, and the Board of Zoning Appeals minutes from February 26th, 2025. Any questions or comments? See none. That brings us to the February 2025 bill listing in the amount of $2,233,835.36, as well as the monthly expenses over $25,000 and the monthly purchasing card detail in the amount of $33,273.90. Any questions or comments on those?
No.
All right, seeing none. Council comments. We'll start this evening with Ms. McHenry.
no comment.
Mr. Althouse?
Just two things. First of all, thanks for all who were able to attend the Chamber Service Awards and annual meeting this past week, last Tuesday, and a special congratulations to Vice Mayor Mike Blakesley for being honored with the Marvin Link Distinguished Service Award. Also, would just say a congratulations to Melanie Norton. She was the Ambassador of the Year, the Van Day Butler Foundation for being Business and Organization of the Year, and Breast Wishes Foundation for being Nonprofit of the Year. And then just another shout out to the Vanday Butler Aviator Girls High School Bowling Team for being state champs. It's quite an achievement to have them bring home the state champ trophy, so congratulations to them. And that is it.
Thank you. Councilmember Dugan.
I would like to welcome Kelsey to the police department and Rich to the fire department. And thanks to Kurt for working on a good contract, and Mr. Cron for the Teamsters.
All right, thank you. Mr. Lewis.
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver.
Want to make a motion to excuse Vice Mayor Blakesley and Mayor Richard Herbst from all meetings tonight.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay.
And I would like to echo welcoming Kelsey. I'm always excited when we get to have these, the swearing-ins and the oaths of office. I'm sure she will be a great addition. And to Rich for being promoted to captain of the fire department. I was excited to get to attend my first chamber annual meeting and get to enjoy that update from the state of the city and all of that. So I think that'll go at some point soon to everyone. I'd like to thank all the hard work that everyone goes into putting that together, because I know that it takes all the directors and everyone time to get all of that presented. I also just want to remind everyone about the playground situation, that we are hearing you, and there were some notes in this meeting that maybe we can, the Parks and Rec meeting, about some updates that we're going to have to, I guess, wait on some things maybe because of some financial grants that we have to reapply for. So that might delay some things, it looks like. Is that right? So maybe we can get an update out about that, because I know that everybody's really anxious about some playground equipment and some updates with the parks and where we stand with that. So thank you. That's it.
Councilmember First.
Just echo of all the other things that were said today, but I have to say, I was able to attend the annual meeting of the city schools and the township, and I always find ours so much more exciting. They play a video, they put together a video, and I wish we could show it. Probably we should, because it really makes us look wonderful, as we are. So thank you for that. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And again, echoing Mr. Althouse's remarks about Vice Mayor Blakesley winning the Marv Link Distinguished Service Award. Also wanted to recognize two recent city retirements. Public Works Technician Joe Blosser, who retired at the end of February, I believe, with over 32 years of service to the community. And then also Ms. Tammy Ryan, who is actually a court employee, but Ms. Ryan retired, and I don't know how long she was there, but I know she's been there as long as I've been a police officer, so it's been 25-plus years. But she was the assignment commissioner and administrative assistant to the judge, and she retired after a lengthy service to the municipal court. So congratulations to both of them, and best wishes in their retirement. And then also just a quick congratulations to Vandalia, the VRC facility manager, Aaron Messenger, where he has been selected as the Wright State University Outstanding MPA student, which means he's graduating with his MPA soon. So congratulations to Aaron for representing the organization and his success in that program. And that's all I have. And with that, we are adjourned.